Did you know that some frogs can freeze solid during winter and then just hop away in the spring? Or that there's a frog so tiny it can sit comfortably on your fingernail? And what about the frog that carries its babies on its back? Stick around, because we're about to dive deep into the unbelievable, sometimes bizarre, but always fascinating world of frogs. You think you know these little amphibians? Trust me, you're about to see them in a whole new light. All right. Let's jump right into our first incredible fact. Imagine this! It's the dead of winter! Temperatures are plummeting, and everything is frozen solid! For most creatures, that's a death sentence. But not for the wood frog. This amazing little guy, found across North America, has a superpower straight out of a comic book. As winter approaches, it doesn't burrow deep underground. Instead, it finds a cozy spot under some leaf litter, and as the temperature drops below freezing, it allows itself to freeze solid. I'm not exaggerating. Its heart stops beating, its breathing ceases, and clinically, it's pretty much dead. But here's the magic. The frog's liver produces massive amounts of glucose, which acts like a natural antifreeze in its cells, preventing them from being destroyed by ice crystals. So, while its body is frozen, its vital cells are protected. Then, when spring arrives and the world thaws out, the wood frog thaws too. Its heart starts beating again. It takes a breath, and within a few hours, it's hopping around looking for a mate as if nothing happened. It's an incredible survival strategy that scientists are still studying for potential applications in human medicine. Like preserving organs for transplant? How cool is that? Now, from the nearly dead to the nearly... Our second fact takes us to the other end of the size spectrum. When you think of a frog, you might picture something that fits in your palm. But what about a frog that fits on your pinky nail? Meet Pediphrine amoensis, the world's smallest known vertebrate. Discovered in Papua New Guinea in 2009, this minuscule frog averages just 7.7 millimeters in length. That's less than a third of an inch. They are so small and well camouflaged in the leaf litter on the forest floor that they are incredibly difficult to spot. Their calls are high-pitched, almost like an insect's, which is another reason they went undiscovered for so long. Imagine being a scientist, trekking through the dense and realizing that the tiny insect-like sound you're hearing is actually coming from a fully grown frog. These tiny amphibians spend their entire lives in the damp leaf litter, feeding on even tinier invertebrates like mice. Their discovery really reminds us that our planet is full of wonders. And there are still so many secrets hidden in plain sight, or in this case, hidden in plain tininess. It's a huge world out there, but sometimes the most amazing discoveries are the smallest ones. Okay, let's talk parenting. We've seen some pretty dedicated animal parents, but our third fact features a frog that takes carrying your kids to a whole new level. Let me introduce you to the Soranum toad. This isn't your typical pretty little tree frog. It looks more like a flattened, mottled leaf, perfectly camouflaged on the riverbeds of South America. But its appearance isn't the weirdest thing about it. During mating, the male helps push the fertilized eggs onto the female's back. Over the next few days, the skin on her back actually grows up and around the eggs, embedding them into a honeycomb-like pattern of pockets. She literally has her babies growing inside the skin of her back. She carries them around for 3 to 4 months, providing a safe, mobile nursery. But here's where it gets even wilder. They don't hatch as tadpoles. When the time is right, fully formed, miniature froglets emerge directly from the holes in their mother's back. Yes, you heard that right. A whole bunch of tiny frogs just pop out of her skin and swim away. It's a truly unique and slightly startling method of reproduction that ensures a higher survival rate for the young as they skip the vulnerable tadpole stage entirely. Talk about a hands-on, or should I say, a become parent. Ready for fact number 4? This one is a bit of a Have you ever wondered why frogs' eyes are so big and bulgy? Well, they're not just for spotting flies. Frogs actually use their eyes to help them swallow. That's right. They use their eyeballs to eat. Here's how it works. When a frog catches a tasty insect with its long, sticky tongue, it pulls the prey into its mouth. But a froggiest mouth doesn't have the same kind of powerful muscles we do to push food down. So, To help get the meal down its throat, the frog will blink. As it blinks, its large eyeballs retract down through openings in its skull and push against the roof of its mouth. This pressure effectively shoves the food down its gullet. It's a bit like using your thumbs to push something into a tube. So, next time you see a frog blink after catching a fly, you know it S, not just clearing its eyes, it's actively using them as part of its digestive process. It's a perfect example of how evolution finds clever, multi-purpose solutions. Who needs hands when you've got eyeballs? For our fifth and final fact, let's talk about a frog that seems to defy gravity. We all know frogs are great jumpers, but have you ever heard of a flying frog? Wallace's flying frog, found in the rainforests of Malaysia and Borneo, is a master of gliding. This vibrant green frog has huge, webbed feet, not just its back feet, but its front feet too. The webbing extends all the way to the tips of its toes, creating 4 miniature parachutes. When it wants to move from one tree to another, or escape a predator, it will leap from a high branch, spread its limbs wide, and use the membranes between its toes to catch the air. It can't truly fly by flapping, but it can glide for distances of 50 feet or more, gracefully steering its way to a safe landing on another tree or the forest floor. The large, sticky toe pads at the end of each digit help it cling to surfaces upon landing. Watching one of these frogs glide through the canopy is an incredible sight, more like a falling leaf than an animal. It's a spectacular adaptation that allows them to navigate their treetop world with amazing efficiency and style. So there you have it, 5 mind-blowing facts about the incredible world of frogs. From the frog that can freeze and come back to life, to the one small enough to sit on your fingernail. From the mother who carries her babies in her back, to the frog that eats with its eyes. And the one that glides through the air like a superhero. Frogs are so much more than just pond-dwelling croakers. They are masters of survival, evolution, and adaptation, with secrets that continue to amaze us. I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into their world as much as I have. If you found these facts as fascinating as I do, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. And for more amazing content about the natural world, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.